Welcome back to Blast Guys Reviews. In this review, we're going to be taking a look at Joytoy's Warhammer 40k Space Wars Arjac Rockfist. This is a 1/18 scale action figure recommended for dog collectors at least 15 years and older. I am quite surprised that the box is as a standard size box. It's a little thicker than normal, but it's standard, and I thought this was a larger figure, but I guess we'll have to check that out when we look at the figure. But for all you package collectors, here's the front of the packaging. Looks great. And here's the back with a bunch of product images. Top of the box, Warhammer 40k. Here is the bar in the box. I am dropping it and bent the box, so get a little battle damage. Here is the side of the box. Here is the other side of the box. This is definitely one I've been looking forward to, so let's get him out of the package and check him out. Alright, holy moly. He was stuffed in that box. It is huge. Wow, let's take him out, get him out of the clamshell and see what's going on with him. Wow, he is incredible. He is huge. It looks like he is a 1/12 scale figure. He's standing about 6 inches, I'm guessing. We're going to do a height comparison from a standard Space Wolf and a 6-inch scale figure later on in this review. So you don't want to miss that. And plus you don't want to miss out on a lot of great reviews we do. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. With that being said, let's take a look at all the beautiful detail that this figure has to offer. Alright, let's get up close with this boy and see what we got. We got a little baby anvil on top of his nugget. Looks pretty cool. He is sporting some Terminator armor, which is fantastic. I love this little wolf on top. It's sculpted right to the anvil. That's pretty nice. Here is his head sculpt, and I think that looks fantastic. He's a bald character with a big scruffy beard. He has like a white, kind of accent across his flesh tone there. It's pretty good. You can see his teeth are painted very nicely. His beard looks fantastic. He has this necklace with some talismans and some claws or teeth, fangs, whatever. It's just very soft, but very nice. It doesn't feel like rubber, but it's got to be rubber material. He has this little piece here across the top of his upper Terminator armor. Some kind of like he has a gem with some spikes. That's pretty cool. The pauldrons are incredible. This star here. This is all sculpted, I think. Yeah, you can feel the textures here. This isn't just like a tampo or paint. It's actually trimmed around with some detailing. You can feel the crevice, the indent in the plastic there. Get some battle damage. That looks pretty nice. This pauldron looks just as great. We have some lettering there. It's incredible. It's like this wolf type head with crossbones on it. That's incredible. That's all sculpted. Here on the top of the figure, we have that gem again, and some more print, and we can see the anvil. It kind of leans a little forward. Pretty nice. There's the vent on the back of his Terminator armor, so he can breathe. This thing is heavy. Got some silver cylinders on the back, maybe some plugs. Look at this. Look at the detail on this. Now, this is incredible. This is like, look how flexible these are. These wires are all individual. Wow, look how flexible that is. That is super flexible. It's almost like Hasbro's weapons. Haha. It's this type of flamethrower, maybe? Got to be some kind of fluid-based weapon. This is elbow pad there. A little indents, like damage to the armor. There's some kind of device here, or this same type of wire coming to it on his wrist. It's pretty cool. That's incredible. Other arm. He has his shield in his hand. It's detached. What's going on here? He has his handle. Let's see if we can free the handle out of his hand there. I'm knocking the camera over. Does it come out? It's really in there. Yeah, I want to go behind the camera and take a look at that. I'll be right back. Alright, I freed that piece up. We have the handle piece. It's just, it's a peg, so it pops in. So the only thing I don't like is that this is permanently attached to the figure. And the shield is beautiful. This thing is huge. Pretty cool. Look at all the features, all the paint and sculpting on that. That's insane. It's the back of it. It's just the same. We have two connector points there for the shield. It's just like a power shield. You have this ribbed, very flexible. That's perfect material. Wow, that's so nice. And then you have your two black and red wires that kind of couple together here. Then we have this hose with some talismans on it. There's a wolf right there on his side panel. That's pretty cool. I have on both sides too. So what this looks like is permanently glued in there. And that's up. These are attached right here to these connector points. So that's definitely something that I didn't know. You guys probably don't know either. I also didn't know how big this guy was. Oh my goodness. So we'll talk more about the shield here in a bit. But this is pigs right in here. And of course you can put it in any way you want it. And you can hold it obviously. The lower level of the figure. In the front here we do have this big claw paw type talisman on this. Oh, this is the same kind of flexibility as the hoses. So that's kind of good. I mean, if you're not going to have cloth, this is probably what you would want. But unfortunately, I don't like this. This has been fine. But this, no. Not this tool. It needs to be hard plastic. I know what it is. They just miss one piece. They manufacture it in that material. They're not going to manufacture two pieces. That jacks up the price of the tooling. So it just kind of hangs there. So it's not really a deal breaker. Just per plowers, I guess. Underneath this flap, we have this Terminator armor. Has this nice shin / knee cross wolf skull bones. Pretty decent, highly detailed. Then we have that kind of same paw print that he has on his belt buckle. Then we have a talisman. Now this is actually sculpted. This is not moving. It's not flexible at all. It is attached to his leg. Like a rope with some talismans on it. Then we have these studs around the bottom of his power armor. He has some on top of his feet and then around the ankles here on the sides. Then around the base of his foot. And these feet are huge. These are Hulk feet. A little bit of silver paint right there. That's pretty cool. Oh man, he has a lot going on. Wow, it's huge. So let's take a look at what we can with the articulation. Now, he's a big boy, so with aesthetics and the posability, is definitely going to be a real trick with this guy. So let's see what they've done. His head can look down, more back to stationary, and then obviously side to side as far as you can get it. It is on a ball joint, so it probably could spin if it didn't have the Terminator armor in the way. If you went to four shores, that's up to you, but that's about far as I'm willing to work on it. You can see like the black neck piece with the blue helmet piece on the back. Wonder what his helmet looks like. We don't get one, so I'm curious if maybe something to research. His pauldrons are kind of, they're on that strap piece that's under between the arm and the shoulder there. So they're kind of this. Be very careful with that. Doesn't seem like it's going to break, but I wouldn't use too much force on it. Then he's over top his normal power armor. These big pauldrons. Arms are on a rotate 360. There's a bicep swivel 360 there if you want that. He does have double jointed elbows. And what's nice about these wires, they will flow until they get stretched to the limit. So you might want to kind of like be careful where your hoses are whenever you're utilizing your elbow joints. Hands rotate 360 all the way around, I think. Yeah, just got to get by that piece. Up and down, in and out, all you would want. In between. His elbows are definitely pretty articulated for the size of this figure. Now, trying to get the arms to go out is probably not going to happen. No. I'm just not going to push it too far. This is for my personal collection. Everything I do on my reviews are mine. So I pay for them. I don't break them. Back and forth, side to side. And kind of in between. Nice rotation for a big guy. There is a rotation at this piece too, and it looks like there's a rotation here at the waist because it kind of just swivel around with it. So it's pretty cool. Lower level of the body, about that far. The side panels, about that far. You're not going to be putting this guy in a vehicle, or your vehicle would be astronomical. While he sits really decently for a big guy. That's because of flexibility of that. And I think this is a great material. Just got to watch the accessories. They shouldn't be rubbery like that. That's the only bad thing. Thigh swivel, 360. Double jointed knees, but he is massive. You get up over top of that, you can get the little extra range. It's pretty cool. For the feet, up and down, side to side, toe articulations there. Pretty cool. So, it's standard articulation, a little limited, but not bad for it. This guy's massive. I see a comparison with the 6-inch figure. You're going to be like, what? So, now, my thing with the shield. His hands are very stiff. So far my cons is I don't like this is attached. This is beautiful. This is nice. There's nothing wrong with it. The detail is incredible. It's just attached. It's a permanent attachment. If you wanted just to have Arjac just hanging out with the other Space Wolves, you're kind of stuck with him holding his shield in every display, every photography and all that. So that's definitely a an issue. But it's not a deal breaker for me. This is, nah, I don't like it. It's just hanging there. It's not going to bother me that much, but it should be plastic. Other than that, the stiffness of the hands is way too much. So that's only 3 issues that I currently have. They're not deal breakers for me because this is one incredible figure. I mean, nothing's perfect, but I'm just pointing out things that may be an issue for everybody else. I mean, if you're going to buy this figure or not. So I'd recommend putting this in his hand first and then putting it in his shield. That way you can get the hoses where you want. That way, and your posability or whatever. I wouldn't recommend putting too much stress on any hoses. They may break, but they don't. I'm not saying they're poor quality. They're nice quality. It's just, I think it makes sense for, taking care of your figure, so to speak. And there he is with his shield in his hand. Just a general position. So we can take a look at him.